Okay, so this really kind of irritates me. This is the Sims live stream that's going on right now. This is the Sims 4 Life and Death developer live stream. You know what's so bad though? They have the chats disabled. They don't want to hear from the people what they think about their new pack. About how they're forcing people to become ghosts. It's not enough that you don't want to hear from the people who've already bought all your packs and they don't want your occult stuff. They don't want occult being forced on them. So, you know, I complained about this last year and that's why I quit playing Sims, right? Because the voodoo message on the loading screen. And so I quit playing. So I checked months later and I didn't see that message, like it was gone. Well, they brought it back. So it's one thing that you have, you know, ghosts that's in the environment and they don't really like tell you about it, I don't think, in all the packs. But at any rate, I got rid of the ghost on my lot and I built a new house. So you have the option, you're supposed to not do anything with the occult. If people want occult stuff, then they can have the occult stuff, right? But them forcing it on people, that's not okay, right? So currently, the option of whether what type of ghost your sim is going to become after your sim dies, that's a forcing. Not only forcing occult stuff on people, but it's attack on people of faith who don't believe that we become ghosts, right? Because technically it's fictional. Sims is not humans, but it kind of represents humans. It kind of represents life in some ways. I mean, they put all these different packs. A lot of them are fictional, like vampires and werewolves and stuff like that. But they also have witchcraft and sorcery and, you know, there's been a lot of people. So they have, across the franchise, they have about 500 million people. About 75 to 80 million people playing The Sims 4. And so they've made it known. They don't want anything to do with the occult stuff. They're not interested in their occult packs. But yet they keep pushing it on people. So, you know, it used to be that it was optional. But now, what they've just recently done is they give you an option that you can choose how your sim dies. I mean, you don't have to. I've played the game and I showed that, you know, you don't have to make that selection. You can just leave it blank, right? But from what I've seen is that when your sim dies, you have an option. Should it be a free roaming ghost or as a ghost you have control over? Why does it have to be a ghost? Why do you have to play with ghosts? Now your sim, the player, your sims are forced into being ghosts. There's no option of not having them being a ghost at all, right? So that's forcing occult ideology onto people. Okay, because a lot of the occult stuff, they believe in ghosts. And to me, ghosts are spirits, they're demonic spirits that trick people into thinking that they're loved ones. Because the Bible says that once to die, and then they go to a certain place. Now, there's people that, you know, in the Bible, in the Old Testament, talks about mediums and contacting the dead and stuff like that. But the Bible in the New Testament is clear what happens after you die. And so pushing the whole ghost stuff onto people, that's occult ideology. And it's an attack on people's faith if you're not given the option to not have anything to do with that. So here they are in their live stream, right? I'm going to go ahead and mute this. This is their live stream, and they are, it's just, look at this. The chat is disabled for this live stream. Like, why don't you want to hear people? Why would you have a live stream and then not even allow people to comment? To me, they've made it very clear. You don't get a choice. They don't want to hear you. They don't want to hear your opinions. They don't want to hear what you want and don't want. They do these surveys, like what kind of, you know, packs that you want and stuff like that. But for people that, like, look, you know, I don't want anything to do with this, they're like, at this point, now they have reached such a large amount of players, 500 million, it's like they don't care. They know there's broken stuff all throughout, you know, the game, and there's probably there's in fact new broken stuff. Maybe they don't want to hear from people if they leave the chat open. People will go in there and rant and rave about the broken stuff for whatever. But they've made it clear they're going to have live streams, and they don't want you to comment. on their live stream. To me, it's like, that is, I see that is for a developer of games to do that to their players, to not even allow them to take part in a live stream and comment, right? And they can use bots or whatever as moderators in their live stream. Just they don't want to hear people's comments. They don't want people to see what people would be saying if they had the opportunity to be seen in a live stream. That just, to me, says a lot. It says a lot. This is so sad.